Thank you, Emma, for the platform. I'm going to do a couple of my Congo pieces, and I fully support what Emma does here. And so I thought it would be fitting to do a couple of these pieces. The first one I'm going to do is called We Are Congo. Okay. We are one country, one people, one voice, crying out for the waves of oppression to be washed away against us as we battle for equality, peace, and justice, because we have been brutally raped of our gems. In fact, we are the gems. We are the seeds of the women and girls raped systemically on the frontiers of the Congo, in Kivu and Goma, by men who were meant to be our brothers, by men who were meant to be our neighbors, by men who were meant to be our kinsmen, by men who showed their masculinity by exchanging what they held between their thighs with gun barrels to take away the innocence of a girl whose soul has worthy to keep until she died. Now, respecter of age, whether you are 8 or 80, we are the products of rape, rejected by society and shunned by our husbands for the shame we bring upon their name. We are descendants of the robber terror who now live in a mutilated state of mind. We bear the scars of King Leopold, but no longer is it our limbs that are being decapitated for the sake of rubber, but now it's our heart, piece by piece, chipping off for the sake of the latest iPhone. We are a generation of people who are spiritually bankrupt. Poverty has struck us. Not all papers, but poverty of the soul, making us morally corrupt because we have been stripped of our internal valor and riches. The pride of our nation was what makes us who we are. The bright, colorful arrays of our sapphires was more than just a fashion. It was a statement to say this is who I am. But now in its place lies greed and exploitation to serve another man's pride. We are the flag colors of blue and yellow, meaning hope and prosperity. But I saw my cousin lying on the hospital bed fighting a battle with life because there was no money to pay doctors to treat his wounds. And then I looked and I saw my neighbor living a life of avarice, jeweled in the finest diamonds, the diamonds that cost my cousin his very blood. We are the fatherless little girls with barely any breasts forced to sell sex as a means of survival. We are the orphans who are forced to sleep in the streets because it's not fair that we're poor, forced to steal from the rich because it opens more doors, whilst on the other side lies those who made us promises of change that we can believe in. But I'm sorry, I'm not from the USA, so I really don't care what the US say until things really begin to change in my country. We are the child soldiers who had no guardian, so we enlisted in the army seeking protection, but yet we found none. So we became angry at the fact the authority had neglected us and began venting our anger on our mothers and fathers and brothers and sisters. We began using a gun before we ever sat down in the classroom and learned how to use a pen. When are they going to realize that the millions of lives lost over the last 15 years due to power struggle, extortion, and corruption is not called a humanitarian crisis, it's called a genocide? When are they going to realize that the price of freedom has always been blood? But how many more blood has to die before we can truly say we are free indeed? R.I.P. Martin Luther King, Thomas Sankara, Che Guevara, Patrice Lumumba. When are they going to realize that Congo does not need charity? It needs solidarity. We are a so-called country who have gained independence for over 50 years. But where's independence in a country where black and white has turned to grey and we blur the line between right and wrong? Where's democracy in a country that has been independent for over 50 years but also not independent from foreign rule? It's in the same place where they bury the tears of every single child, the blood of every single son, including my cousins, in the grave. We are one country, one people, one voice crying out for the waves of oppression to be washed away against us. We are Congo. Thank you.